there's so many ways to tell the same story. It just depends on who's listening. And the longer I'm in relationship with language and the clearer I become with my relationship to language, the more I realize I have many kinds of voices. And honing the different voices has taken a really long time in terms of understanding the landscape of writing, the literary world, publishing, media, but also just who I am as a woman in the world. And the more confident that I became as a mother, as a partner, as a daughter, the stronger my writing became. I feel like I'm always refining my voice over and over again. Anytime there's adversity or hardship and pain, my voice strengthens and then my writing is stronger. For me, my relationship with writing has always been, an inverse look about my relationship with myself, with all the opportunities that writers have to describe who they are. Author, poet, storyteller. I really just settle with the descriptor of writer. It really opens up the invitation to talk about my work in the present, which I'm hoping folks see as genre bending and kind of pushing boundaries. That is, yes, it has journalistic elements in it, but there's also an element of lyricism and poetry, the very broad umbrella of creative nonfiction. I wasn't always writing to put my voice out into the world for others to hear. It was just, I was 7 years old and I just didn't really like the way books ended. So I'd rewrite the ending. And it wasn't about circulation, it was just about how fun it was to have a conversation with people, have them read your idea or thought, and then they say something back to you about what their thought is. And that whole like reciprocity, it was just so exciting, but it was mostly just fun. I'm a person that is in love with language. And if I come into some kind of a struggle where I can't figure out something, that struggle is always a clue to look at the semantics and to look really deeply at the question and ask myself, is this question for me? Healthy boundaries are actually the fulfillment of who you are, not self-defense. So when you're clear with boundaries, you're clear with the details, and it helps you see what's possible. And for me, it just helps me with decision making and time management, my personal relationships. Boundaries are about the opportunities to be our full selves all the time. And you need boundaries in terms of information and detail to be able to create space that allows you to be your full self. In January of this year, I decided to take what I called a dry January from social media. I decided instead of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I'm going to outreach to about 8 people in my life, and I'm going to ask them to do just coffee. It fostered some of the funniest, most intimate and connecting dialogues I've had in a really long time. The illusion of social media, for as helpful as it can be in some instances, it is not fostering a connection. It has a similar feeling because you get to know someone just had a baby or someone just got a promotion. That's information. Information is information. Information is not connection. Mentoring can mean so many different things. And what it means to me, I think, is different from what it means to other people. I think mentoring depends on what you're seeking out. Mentoring, though, for me has always been about a relationship. It hasn't been about gaining something. Mentoring is in the form of a relationship. Like, I just want to listen to how well another writer and editor came to their relationship to their writing voice. The best writing is brave. The best writing is bold because that's where originality comes out.